Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the class. Yesterday, we have started the chapter Government, and under this chapter, we have discussed about the functions of the government, and we have seen that the government functions of the government include so many things, and it has wide-ranging functions the government perform, and we cannot think of our life without government because government facilitate so many things for us which makes our life easy and comfortable. And not only this, government is also there to maintain law and order in the society. And then we have discussed the levels of government in order to in order to perform the functions efficiently. The government is the functions of the government is distributed among the different levels of the government. And in this regard, we know that in India there are three levels of government. The first level of the government is at the center level or national level. The second level of the government is at the state level, and the third level of the government is at the local level. And in this regard, we have seen this map of India. In this, we can see that for a whole country, for the matters which affect the all the country in a similar manner, those matters are under the control of the central government, like protecting the boundaries of the country, then maintaining good relationship with other countries. All these matters are under the control of central government or national government. Then we see that there are various states. At present, India has 28 states. Previously, it was 29, and after the degradation of Jammu Kashmir from state to UT, now India has 28 states. Okay, so in these 28 states, there is a state government, and this state government is concerned with those matter which are related to a particular state only, like agriculture and trade. All these are subject of state government. Then we see within a state, we have seen that how a state is divided into different smaller units. These are different administrative units. This division is done so that the government can function efficiently. So these are the smaller division of the state is called districts, and these are under the control of local government. So, in this way, the functions of the government is divided among different levels, and by this division, the government is able to perform its function more in a more efficient manner. Now we will see laws and the government. The most important function of the government is to make laws. Okay, and it is the duty of all the citizens, of all the people who are living in the country, that they must follow these laws. Okay, and when people follow the laws, then only the government can function properly. And why people follow the laws? People follow the laws because there is fear of punishment. If we do not obey the law, if we do not follow the law, then in that condition, what will happen? We will be punished by the courts. And I told you earlier also now that courts are also a part of government. So the first important function of the government is to make laws. Okay, and after making the laws, the government implement these laws. The government execute these laws. लॉ के बनने के बाद उसको लॉ को एग्जीक्यूट किया जाता है, लॉ को लागू किया जाता है. ओके, एंड देन व्हाट हैपेंस व्हेन द गवर्नमेंट implements the laws? If any people does not follow the law, then in that case, that person is that individual is punished by the court. So these are the three main functions of the government: to make laws, to implement the laws, and to punish those who do not follow the laws. Okay, so these are the three main functions of the government. If we can understand it by an example, suppose the government has the government has enacted a law which says that all persons driving a vehicle must have a license. Without driving license, no one can drive a motor vehicle. This is the law, okay, which has been enacted by the government कि जो भी पर्सन ड्राइविंग कर रहे हैं, कोई भी मोटर व्हीकल को ड्राइव कर रहे हैं, उनके पास एक ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस होनी जरूरी है. Okay, and if any person caught driving a vehicle without a license can either be jailed or fined a large sum of money. If a person is driving, if a person is not having the driving license and still he is driving the vehicle, then in that case, what will happen then? Uh, that person will be can be jailed because he is driving without a driving license. Or there is another option also: instead of sending him to jail, he can also be fined a large sum of money. He has to pay a large sum of money as a fine. So because of this fear of jail, or because of this fear of fine, what happens? People follow the laws. People understand that if they don't follow the laws of the government, then they can be punished. So in this way, people becomes law abiding. People obey the laws of the country. So there are also steps that people can take if they feel that a particular law is not being followed. So, in addition to any action that government can take, government can punish any person if he is not following the law. But people also has some rights. People also have this right that they are feeling that a particular law is not is being followed by a particular person or a particular organization. Then in that case, that person can um, that person can go to the court that against that individual or organization. Are you getting my point? First of all, we have seen that the government has three functions: law making function, okay, government makes laws, then government implement these laws, and then if someone does not follow the laws, then government punish that person. Okay, now we see that it is the function of the government, it is the responsibility of the government to make people law abiding. ठीक है, ये गवर्नमेंट क्या रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है कि वो इस बात का ख्याल रखे कि पीपल जो है वो लॉ के अकॉर्डिंगली काम कर रहे हैं. बट मेनी टाइम्स व्हाट हैपेंस कि कोई एक इंडिविजुअल या ग्रुप ऑफ इंडिविजुअल ऐसा फील कर सकता है दैट कि कोई पर्टिकुलर इंडिविजुअल है या कोई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जो कि इट मे बी अ प्राइवेट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑल्सो और गवर्नमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑल्सो, जो कि रूल को फॉलो नहीं कर रहा है. तो उस केस में वो जो पर्सन है जिनको लग रहा है कि रूल फॉलो नहीं किया जा रहा है, तो वो क्या कर सकते हैं? वो कोर्ट में जा सकते हैं उस इंडिविजुअल के अगेंस्ट जो कि रूल को फॉलो नहीं कर रहा है, या फिर उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अगेंस्ट जो कि रूल को फॉलो नहीं कर रहा है. एंड दिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कैन बी प्राइवेट as well as governmental. Okay, suppose this is an example. A person feels that they were not being hired for a job because of their religion or caste. Okay, so a person, what is the feeling of a person that in an organization he has went for job in an organization, okay, and he has all the qualification for the job, still the employer did not hire him. And he has come across many people who have experienced this, and all the people who have not been hired by the employer belong to a particular religion, or they belong to a particular religion. Okay, now these people can form the opinion that this organization is not hiring them because of their religion. Okay, so in this case what they will do, they can approach the court, they can go to the court कि the organization is discriminating against us on the basis of religion, and our law of the land, law of the country is that there should not be any discrimination on the basis of religion. Okay, and then what happens, the court will hear the matters from both the sides, and it will give order about whatever it feels. If the court feels that the complaint of the people is true, the organization is discriminating people, it is not hiring people for job because of religion, then it will give instructions, it will give direction to the organization to stop this kind of activity. And and if the court feels that in court comes to the conclusion that the complaint which is leveled by the people are wrong, then it will ask them to think in another way, this is not the मैटर. ओके, सो इन दिस वे हम देखते हैं क्या कि एक तरफ गवर्नमेंट हमें फियर ऑफ पनिशमेंट के कारण हम गवर्नमेंट के रूल्स को फॉलो करते हैं ऑन दी वन हैंड, ऑन दी अदर हैंड हम ये भी देख रहे हैं कि अगर हम ऐसा फील कर रहे हैं, वी द पीपल, द कॉमन पीपल, ठीक है, द कॉमन पीपल are feeling that the government or any private organization or any individual is not following the law, then in that case we can go to the court. Okay, now we will know about the types of government. Okay, at present we are having democratic government. Okay, but this democratic government was not there in the ancient time. You must have heard the story of kings and queens. In this picture you can see it's a picture of king, and you must have heard the stories, so many interesting stories of kings and queens. And then in history book you have you will in you have just started the history of India, and in this you will study about many great kings of India like Chandragupta Maurya, Asoka, Samudragupta, है ना. Then you will know about Prithviraj Chauhan, फिर Akbar, Babur, all they were the kings, है ना. But nowadays what can you say Modi is the king of India? No, Narendra Modi is not the king of India. He is the prime minister of India. He is holding the post only for 5 years ना. वो हमेशा के लिए तो नहीं रहेंगे राजा, मतलब prime minister. He will not be the prime minister of India for whole of his life. No, he is elected for the post of prime minister just for 5 years, है ना. तो ये क्या होती है, दिस टाइप ऑफ गवर्नमेंट को हम क्या कहते हैं, जो अभी हमारे कंट्री में है, इस गवर्नमेंट को हम डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट कहते हैं. डेमोक्रेसी का मतलब क्या होता है जानते हो? व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी? डेमोक्रेसी मीन्स रूल ऑफ पीपल. हर every 5 years there is election. You must experienced, you must be knowing that elections are going on, and because of election you must have enjoyed the holidays also, है ना? Then on polling day, your parents and all the elders of your house who are above the age of 18 must be going to exercise their right to vote. So all these are important features of democracy. ठीक है? इलेक्शंस होते हैं, एवरी 5 years पे इलेक्शन होते हैं, और इस इलेक्शन में एवरी पीपल who is above the age of 18 give their vote, and लोगों के वोट के अकॉर्डिंगली जिसको सबसे ज्यादा वोट्स मिलते हैं वो क्या होता है, वो जीत जाता है इलेक्शन को, है ना? और फिर उनकी ही गवर्नमेंट बनती है जो कि इलेक्शन को विन करते हैं। तो इस तरह से पीपल जो है इलेक्शन के थ्रू अपनी गवर्नमेंट को इलेक्ट करते हैं। मोदी, प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी इज हैज बिकम प्राइम मिनिस्टर not because of any other quality. He has become prime minister because people has chosen him. Okay, people of India has given their vote to the party BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party, है ना? And this the party Bharatiya Janata Party has the leader uh, Narendra Modi. And because Narendra Modi is the leader of Bharatiya Janata Party, and Bharatiya Janata Party has won the election of 2019, and because of this Modi has become the Prime Minister of India. So and then again in the year 2024, then again there will be election, because any prime minister hold post only for 5 year, हर 5 year पे हमारे यहाँ क्या होते हैं, इलेक्शंस होते हैं, है ना? एंड इस इलेक्शन में हम अपनी गवर्नमेंट को इलेक्ट करते हैं। वी द पीपल ऑफ इंडिया, वी द कॉमन पीपल ऑफ इंडिया इलेक्ट द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ आवर कंट्री। तो किसका रूल है? रूल ऑफ पीपल, विच इज कॉल्ड डेमोक्रेसी। ये डेमोक्रेसी है, यहाँ पे रूल ऑफ पीपल है। हम कैसे रूल कर रहे हैं? वी आर रूलिंग थ्रू आर रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स, और ये रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स को हम अपने इलेक्शन में इलेक्ट करते हैं, है ना? हम अपने इलेक्शन से अपने रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स को चुनते हैं, और फिर यही रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स जो हैं वो गवर्नमेंट फॉर्म करते हैं। ठीक है? जैसे बनारस जो हमारा है, तुम लोगों ने सुना होगा ना, जब इलेक्शन हुई थी तो बनारस जो हमारा है उससे प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जो है वो उन्होंने इलेक्शन लड़ा था बनारस से, है ना? बहुत सारे लोग को पता होगा, याद होगा, बनारस से प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ने इलेक्शन लड़ा और वो यहाँ से जीत गए। तो बनारस के सारे लोगों के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव कौन है? Who is representing the interest of all the people of Varanasi? That is नरेंद्र मोदी। ओके, तो इस तरह से जब इलेक्शंस होता है तो उसमें लोग अपने राइट टू वोट को एक्सरसाइज करते हैं। जो भी इंडिया का सिटीजन है और जिसकी एज अबव 18 है वो इलेक्शन में पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं, वो इलेक्शन में अपने राइट टू वोट को एक्सरसाइज करते हैं। और जब वो अपने राइट टू वोट को एक्सरसाइज करते हैं तो क्या होता है, वो अपने रिप्रेजेंटेटिव को इलेक्ट करते हैं, एंड देन दीज रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स फॉर्म द गवर्नमेंट। तो ये किसका रूल हुआ? ये पीपल का रूल हुआ। ठीक है? और जब डेमोक्रेसी की गवर्नमेंट होती है, डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट होती है, देन व्हाट हैपेंस, द गवर्नमेंट has to explain its action and defend its decisions to the people. ठीक है? गवर्नमेंट कैन नॉट डू एनीथिंग on its own. Government cannot misuse its power, क्योंकि if the government misuses its power then it has to give answer to the people. ठीक है? So democratic government में the most important thing or we can say the merit of the democratic government is that the government has to function according to the needs of the people. It cannot misuse its powers because there are so many checks. बहुत सारे तरीके हैं जिससे कि हम गवर्नमेंट को कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं, so that it should not misuse its powers, it should not overuse its power, it should not abuse its powers. Okay, तो ये होता है डेमोक्रेसी, रूल ऑफ पीपल. ओके, एक अनदर फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट जिसके बारे में अभी हम बताएं, पहले सुनते थे ना, राजा की कहानी, रानी की कहानी. तो ये जो राजा रानी है, दे वर रियल इन एंशियंट टाइम, इन मीडिएवल टाइम ऑल्सो देयर वर किंग्स एंड क्वींस, है ना. In this, just try to understand, when a person becomes king, why he becomes a king? What is the reason for a person to become a king? वो इसलिए किंग बनता है क्योंकि he has taken birth in a royal family. His father was a king, that's why he has also become the king. He may not have any quality, he may not have any good quality. In spite of that, we find that he becomes the king. क्यों king बन गया? क्योंकि उसकी जो बर्थ हुई है वो एक रॉयल फैमिली में हुई है. ओके, तो उसके अंदर कोई क्वालिटी हो या ना हो, पीपल मे डिसलाइक हिम. ओके, जो पीपल हैं, जो लोग हैं, हो सकता है कि उसको नापसंद करते हो, बिकॉज उसके अंदर कोई भी क्वालिटी नहीं है. ही इज वेरी क्रूएल, ही इज वेरी अग्रेसिव, ही इज वेरी violent. Still he will be the king because he has taken birth in a royal family and no one can remove him from his post. अगर किसी के साथ लड़ाई होती है किसी दूसरे किंग के साथ, एंड इन दैट बैटल इफ ही डिफीट्स, देन ओनली ही कैन बी रिमूव्ड फ्रॉम हिज पोस्ट. तो दिस इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन मोनार्किकल एंड democratic government. In democratic government, what we find, that people are choosing their government. People are choosing their rulers. People are choosing their representatives, and these representatives are forming the government. Okay, but in monarchical system, people has nothing to do with the government. Okay, a king becomes king because he has taken birth in a royal family. A king becomes king because his father was also a king, and no, he is the king only because of his birth. So there may not be any quality, he may not be liked by the people, still he will be the king. Okay, and the monarch, we say king and monarch both are similar. Okay, you can see a monarch is written here na, and in bracket it is written king or queen. So these are similar terms. And you must be aware of that the king consult with his ministers and then he takes decisions. Okay, so this minister, these ministers are a small group of people, है ना, with whom this, the king used to discuss all the matters with this small group of people, but the king only discuss the matter. The king is not bound to king. King is not king can is not bound to accept the advice of the ministers. Ministers उनको advice देंगे. Okay, but king को advice मानना जरूरी नहीं है. Whatever king thinks is right? Whatever he wants to do, he is completely free to do. His decision, whatever decision he's going to take, may be harmful for the people, but still no one can stop him. The ministers are there, but the ministers can only advise him. Okay, the monarch act according to his own desire, according to his own thinking. No one can pressurize him. No one can ask him to do according to law. Law is nothing. Law वहां पर क्या होता है? जो भी राजा कहता है, whatever the king says, that is the law. The king is above law. Okay, king is not under the law, but the king is above law, and whatever the king says becomes the law of the country. And whatever action is being taken, whatever decision is being taken by the king or the queen, they do not have to give answer to the people. They do not have to defend the decision. Whatever decision they have taken, they don't need to defend those decisions in front of the people. Why? Because they don't have to face elections. है ना? एक बार राजा बने तो एक बार राजा की फैमिली में अगर बर्थ हो गया तो फिर राजा हमें बनना है, और आई विल बी द किंग फॉर होल ऑफ माई लाइफ, है ना? बट इन डेमोक्रेसी व्हाट वी सॉ that a person becomes the prime minister or the president or whatever post a person is holding, ministers are there, all are there only for a particular time period. In India we have 5 years time, so prime minister is holding his post only for 5 years, and after these 5 years again he has to go in front of people for the elections. So the in democratic government, what the government do? The government works according to the desire of the people. क्योंकि लोगों को खुश रखना है. खुश रहेंगे तब तो लोग उनको वोट देंगे, नहीं तो फिर 5 साल बाद क्या होगा? People will not give their vote to that particular पार्टी हु वाज इन पावर रिसेंटली. अगर उसने कोई भी लोगों के अगेंस्ट काम किया तो उसके मन में ये डर होता है कि जब हम इलेक्शन में जाएंगे, लोगों से वोट मांगेंगे तो लोग मुझे वोट नहीं देंगे. तो इस कारण क्या होता है, जो गवर्नमेंट होती है, डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट होती है, वो कोई भी काम करती है तो उसमें लोगों के हिसाब से काम करती है. जो भी आम कॉमन पीपल है, उनके जो नीड है, उनको ध्यान में रखते हुए काम करते हैं. लेकिन जब राजा कोई भी डिसीजन लेता है तो उसको वो अपने हिसाब से सोचता है. ही इज नॉट required to think according to the need of the people, because he has never had he is never going to face the people. He is never going to ask for the vote of the people, है ना? So this is the main difference between the monarchical system of government and democratic form of government. Okay, now we will discuss this democratic government in detail. Okay, and in this regard, we will see this. At present, what you experience that whenever there is a election, every people go for exercise their right to vote, है ना? Either men or women, everyone is going. There is no difference between being a male or being a female. Everyone has right to vote, है ना? In our constitution makers has given this right to all the people. But what we find that there were many countries in which people has to fought a long battle for getting this right to vote. And usually what happened that the governments of different countries were of the view that the women are not able to think properly, they are not able to think independently, they are not able to take decisions on their own. So many countries, government of many countries has denied this right to vote to women. ठीक है, राइट टू वोट दिया, गवर्नमेंट डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट का फॉर्मेशन हुआ बहुत सारे कंट्रीज में। बहुत पहले की बात बता रही हूँ मैं तुम्हें, आज से 200 300 ईयर्स पहले की बात। ओके, तो जब नए नए जैसे जो यूरोप के कंट्रीज थे, जैसे फ्रांस है, अमेरिका है, ब्रिटेन है, इन सब कंट्रीज में क्या हो रहा था कि डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट का फॉर्मेशन हुआ। लेकिन उस समय जो डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट बनी वहां पर उसमें ये सोचा गया, ये समझा गया कि जो वुमेन है उनके पास डिसीजन मेकिंग पावर नहीं होता है, दे आर नॉट एबल टू टेक डिसीजंस, एंड दैट इज द रीजन दे वर डिनाइड राइट टू वोट। केवल जो मेल मेंबर्स थे उनको राइट टू वोट दिया गया, जो वुमेन थी उनको राइट टू वोट नहीं दिया गया। ओके, एंड द वुमेन हैज टू फॉट अ लॉन्ग बैटल in order to get this right to vote. Okay, so this I am going to read. Nowhere in the world have governments willingly shared power. This is when the right to vote is given to all the people of the country. In this what is this, why the government is giving all the people who are the citizen of the country and who has attained a certain age right to vote? Why the government give this right to vote to all the citizens of the country who are 18 years of age? Because government wants to share the power. Okay, but this power sharing was not, government were not ready to share the power easily. Okay, we see that in all over Europe and USA, women and the poor have had to fight for participation in government. क्या होता था उस समय, न तो वुमेन को राइट टू वोट दिया गया था और न ही पुअर पर्सन्स को राइट टू वोट दिया गया था। केवल किसको राइट टू वोट दिया गया था, जो रिच होते थे और जो मेल मेंबर्स थे। ओके, सो दीज बोथ वर डिनाइड, वुमेन एंड द पुअर, क्योंकि पुअर को भी समझा गया कि दे विल नॉट बी एबल टू टेक राइट डिसीजन रिगार्डिंग एक्सरसाइजिंग द राइट टू वोट। ठीक है, वो सही डिसीजन नहीं ले पाएंगे, इसलिए उनको राइट टू वोट नहीं दिया गया। Women's struggle to vote got strengthened during the First World War. First World War कब हुआ था? When First World War started, it was started in 1914 and it was lasted in 1918. So during this First World War, we find that the struggle of women for getting this right to vote became very strong. Okay, so this is the period of uh, First World War, and during this period the women started a movement to get right to vote. ठीक है, and the movement, this movement is called the women suffrage movement. Okay, this is called suffrage movement. And what is the meaning of suffrage? Suffrage means right to vote. Okay, वोट देने का जो हमें अधिकार होता है उसे हम क्या कहते हैं? सफ्रेज, SUFFRAGE. Okay, during the war many men were away fighting, and because of this women were called upon to do work that was earlier considered men's work. क्या होता है when war breaks out? In war what happens that the the men are participating in war as army personnel, and the whole country is left on the women. So there is scarcity of male members in a country which is involved in war. So the same thing happened during the First World War, and this because of this scarcity of male members in the country, what happened that women started to do those work which were considered that these works can be done only by men, but as men were not there, men were at the war, so women started to do those work which were earlier considered men work. Okay. Many women began organizing and managing different kinds of work because male members were not there, only women were there. So women started organizing themselves and managing many type of different kind of works which were earlier considered to be the work of a man. Okay. And then people saw that how this the women are efficiently doing those work which we considered, which the society considered that the women will not be able to do this. And this because of this, what happened that women began to be seen as being equally capable of making decision, और इस वॉर टाइम में ये समझ में आया कि वुमेन आर ऑल्सो इक्वली केपेबल, उतनी ही केपेबल वुमेन होती हैं जितने कि मेन होते हैं, एंड दे कैन ऑल्सो टेक डिसीजंस, they can also do all those work which are considered to be done only by the man. So women are not inferior in any way from the men. This became clear during the First World War. Okay. And this suffragette demanded the right to vote for all women, and to get their demand heard, they chained themselves to railings in public places. Okay. Now the women were started demanding right to vote because they have proved that they are equally efficient. They are equally capable of making decisions. They are not inferior to men, so they must have a right to vote. And to in order to get their demands heard, वो चाहती थी कि जो भी वो डिमांड्स कर रही है उसको मान लिया जाए, उनको राइट टू वोट मिल जाए, उसके लिए उन्होंने क्या किया, दे चेंड देमसेल्फ टू रेलिंग्स इन पब्लिक प्लेसेस. ये इस चीज को ये डिपिक्ट कर रहा है, इट इज शोइंग दैट हाउ दे आर चेंड, लिटरली मतलब उन्होंने खुद को चेन से बांध लिया रेलिंग से कि ऐसा ही हमारे साथ किया जा रहा है, द सोसाइटी इज बिहेविंग विद द वुमेन इन दैट वे ओनली by not considering them equal to the male members. Many suffragettes were imprisoned and went on hunger strike. जो women who were demanding right to vote, they were imprisoned. उनको जेल डाल दिया गया. और इसके अगेंस्ट बहुत सारे जो women suffragettes थी, they demanded, they went on hunger strike. And then what happened that slowly the government started to uh, accept their demand, and American women got this right to vote in 1920. And in UK, United Kingdom, London, okay, in United Kingdom, women got to vote on the same terms as men some years later in 1928. So in America, women got right to vote in 1920, and in UK, women got it in 1928. So this is the story of women's movement for getting right to vote. Okay. Now we will discuss other things in the next class.